Hello everyone, Mixfant Gaming here. Welcome to my channel. Today we're back here in Mech Arena and we have some big news. The devs have just put out their most recent vlog, which I must say it's about time. It's been something almost like 4 months since they've actually put out a vlog of kind of what they're doing, what their plans are. It's one thing I've been talking in length about over the last probably a couple months now in our Discord channel, especially with my direct communication, is where's the transparency? Where's the updates of what's happening, what's going on with the team, what the plans are with the game? There's a lot of questions that people have that have been going unanswered. I've just been trying to push through some more transparency of kind of where Mech Arena is going in the future. And so they've addressed some of that stuff now. They didn't address everything that I was hoping I was going to get out of this vlog, but we're going to go into all the big news. And I'm just going to start off by saying almost all of this I'm really happy to hear about. At the end, we'll start talking about either my worries or my concerns about things that weren't mentioned. So with that being said, let's hop right into it here. So first and foremost, they did mention that there's going to be more events and more mech skins coming in the near future. So we kind of know that's the general theme of Mech Arena right now, is they are putting out either these event crate rushes or other types of events. We've seen in this Halloween event, I think there was two separate sets of skins that had come out. We had like the purple vampire one, and we had kind of the pink, I mean not the pink, the orange jack-o'-lantern type skins. We also had the sunrise skins. I don't know if that was a previous skin and it was reintroduced, or if it was a brand new skin or not. It didn't seem to be completely tied to the whole Halloween skin, but Halloween event. But we have those in right now, so you can just expect more of those to come. And I don't have a problem with those. Those are like cosmetic things. If you want to invest in them, you can. Myself, I don't really care too much about the cosmetics. I care about the actual game mechanics and the gameplay and the quality of life changes that we need in this game. But with that being said, there is the new game mode is FFA, Free For All, is still under development. I was kind of hoping it would be in a state where we'd be getting it really soon. We still might get it relatively soon. They didn't give us a time frame, but they did say that the designers are on the final stage of the playtesting with the new maps specifically for FFA. So there are new maps coming in solely for FFA, just given the playstyle and the nature of the game. I actually wouldn't have been opposed to having FFA available in all of the maps, except for maybe the 2v2, because those are kind of small. But an FFA in the tournament maps and FFA in the CPC maps, I think would have been just as well. The caveat that they might have had to add gameplay mechanics in so that the CPC maps didn't, of course, have the control points in them. War Robots has type of thing where it just completely removes control points. I'm not sure if they coded Mech Arena that way, that they can just easily remove the beacons, or if the beacons are an integral part of all the maps. But it does sound like at least there's going to be some new maps solely for FFA. On top of that, and there's going to be a lot to talk about this next topic, they are introducing battle passes. Now you're going to have two flavors of battle passes. You're going to have the free battle pass, which all players will get regardless of whether you spend money or not. And then they're going to have the premium battle pass. And if you're familiar with any other games like War Robots or Call of Duty Mobile, they all have kind of a battle pass where you spend a certain amount of a month, or at least per battle pass season, however long that time is, and you are able to gain extra rewards on top of those for the free tier. So I don't really have a problem with that, but we'll get into some of my concerns at the end of this video, specifically related to battle passes. That being said, they did mention, at least in initially when battle pass comes out, it will be a season that lasting 4 weeks, so roughly a month for each battle pass. You will get mission bundles available each week. So these mission bundles will, I presume, will be a set of tasks you can do in order to unlock, or at least gain, what are called battle pass points or battle pass experience. And the more of that you accumulate, you'll be able to progress along your battle pass bar in order to unlock new rewards. And let me see here. At the end of talking about the end of the season. So just because you're unlocking new mission bundles every single week, that doesn't mean you have to finish those bundles within that week. You have until the end of the Battle Pass season in order to complete all your mission bundles. So with that being said, is if you decide, I'm going on vacation for the first part of the season, and I'm not sure if I want to maybe spend money on the Battle Pass because I'm not going to be able to take advantage of that mission bundle that's going to be in that first week or so. Well, you're going to still get that mission bundle, and you're going to be able to accumulate it and work towards it, all those tasks, until the end of the 4 weeks is up the full season. So you don't have to be concerned with finishing each weekly mission bundle in that week. You have the whole duration of the Battle Pass season in order to finish those off, which I'm a huge fan of. I've always hated time-limited things. Yes, once you get into season 4 and you get that final weekly bundle of missions, well, you're going to have to finish it within that first week. But at least for those that when you start the Battle Pass, you don't necessarily have to finish them as they come up. You can just slowly progress and maybe do a little bit of a push at the end if you really want the rewards that are in the Battle Pass and you need those Battle Pass points or experience in order to obtain them. I've always been kind of a fan of Battle Passes, whether they're free to play or pay to play. They just allow you the ability to get more items in the game. So as you complete these Battle Passes, I mentioned you're going to get the points. And it's, like I said, if you're familiar with War Robots or Call of Duty Mobile or any other games that have a Battle Pass, you'll understand the general mechanics of it. Of course, if you spend money, if you get the premium Battle Pass, you will get more rewards. It's just the nature of these games. And rewards can be anything from skins to credits to blueprints. You can get XP boosts, which basically will allow you to accumulate XP faster, and much more. So I'm going to put up right here a screenshot of a skin that they put in their vlog. To me, it looks like it's an inflatable unicorn skin for the Lancer. At least I think it's the Lancer. Could this possibly be the first skin we're going to see in the Battle Pass whenever it comes to the game? I'm not sure. But this skin did come up in the vlog specifically when they were talking about the Battle Pass. So maybe that's something to look forward to. Maybe it's going to be a set of skins that you can get, these inflatable type skins for all the mechs. I don't know. But anyways, I thought it was kind of cool. If I had it for my mech, I probably would throw it on for just a little bit of time. I don't know if that's the type of skin where I would want on my mech all the time, but it looks kind of funky anyways to deal with. So that being said, there is another item, when it comes to the Battle Pass. There's going to be something introduced called the Season Bank. And that's going to be available only to those players that actually spend money and get the premium pass. And what this does is it'll give you some extra credits at the end of a season. I don't know what that accumulation is. I don't know what this bank is all about. I'm not sure if it's based off how much you play or your win rate or, who knows what goes into deciding how many credits you get stored in this bank over the season. I would think it would have to do with activity. So the more active you are in the game, the bigger bank you're going to be able to accumulate. And then you're going to be able to cash that out at the end of a season and get a decent amount of credits, which I'm all for because this game is starving on resources. So any way that we can get some more resources would be absolutely fantastic. I do wish the Season Bank was available for everybody, because even if you wanted to tie it to like the premium Battle Pass, I would like to see a free Season Bank version and a premium Season Bank version. If you're going to put it in the game, it should be available to everybody, at least in some capacity. So with that being said, let's go on to the next topic, and we have new mechs. So I'm going to put up a screenshot here. This one is the Stalker. So it has an ability called the Predator Drive. Now, the way it's starting to look like these mechs that are being put into the game now, they're kind of a combination of things that are already in the game. So The Stalker has an ability like a brick house combined with the ability of the MD. And by what I mean by that is the predator drive of the Stalker, it increases damage that you're dealing, so like a brick house. But on the flip side, since it does more damage, you will actually take more damage if you're hit. To circumvent that, every single kill you get while you're in your mode will give you 10% durability back to your mech. So it has as a healing aspect like the MD, but it's based off of doing kills while in your ability. So since it's 10% durability per kill, if you happen to get really lucky somehow and get 10 kills within the time frame of your I can't even talk. Time frame of your ability, then you'll actually could accumulate your 100% HP back. You won't go above your maximum cap. So if you happen to be only at say like 70% and you get like 4 kills in that ability, then you'll only go up to your 100% health. You won't go above it. It's kind of an interesting concept. I'm not sure what the damage boost is. I don't know what the cooldown of this ability is. I don't know the duration of the ability. So it's good stuff we're going to have to find out when it gets closer to being the live server. But it's an interesting combination. I'll give them that. The next mech, we have kind of a screenshot here. This is just some artwork that they did. It's still in its more early stages of development. But it's called the Hidezo. I'm not quite sure the true pronunciation. I watched the vlog a little bit earlier and I can't remember now how they actually pronounced it. But it's also kind of a combination between a Lancer and either a Panther or a Stasis Beam. And by what I mean by that is it jumps like a Lancer, but when it lands, it slows enemies down in, I assume, a certain radius of your mech. Now, one thing they mentioned in there, when they were actually talking, they said when you land, you actually slow enemies down and do damage to it. But the description, the text that they put on the screen about the Hidezo or Hidezo, I'm going to have to really look that up. The text description they put on the screen had no mention at all about doing damage when you land. So take that as a grain of salt. All this stuff in this vlog is all subject to change. I don't think any of this is going to be coming in the immediate future. So, and they put that caveat as well at the beginning of their video. Now, both mechs, both a Stalker and the other one we're just talking about, will be of a rare variety. So they're going to be a little bit easier to get blueprints for it. Just to give you some context, the Ares and the Guardian are both rares. Things like the Killshot and the Panther, they're uncommons. And then you have your Lancers that are just a regular common mech. So it falls in the kind of the middle category. If you're unfamiliar, there's the common, there's the uncommon, and there's the rares. Then there's the exotic, then there's the prototype. So it is in the middle one. It's going to be a little bit easier to get the blueprints. I don't know what the cost is going to be able to upgrade these things. Probably similar to things like the Guardian and the Ares. Now, with that being said, that's all. Oh, no, wait a minute. There's new maps. I got to talk about the new maps. I forgot about that. All right, so there are new maps coming into the game. So there's going to be 2 maps that they're currently working on. One is called the Imperial Temple, and one is called Site 313. These are both going to be CPC matches with only 3 control points. So these are going to be 2 more maps are in the same category as the Skyship 11, where it's a CPC, but there's only 3 control points, meaning it's a little bit more of a heavy brawl trying to get that center control point than in other maps that we currently have right now that have the 5 beacons. So up on screen here, I am putting in a screenshot of the Imperial Temple. So it has a similar aesthetics to like the Asian themed Fortune City. It looks really nice. I do like the look of it. I do wish it kind of maybe differed a little bit from the aesthetics of the Forbidden City. It looks pretty much exactly the same, except just the buildings and stuff look a little bit different. But that being said, cool map. I'm looking forward to it. The next one here we have on screen is called Site 313. It's a construction site type map, and it will have more of a cyberpunk theme. They're saying that there's going to be like thunderstorm effects and stuff in the background, so that's going to be kind of cool to see when that goes live. I think that map is a little bit further behind than the Fortune, not the Fortune, the Imperial Temple. They did have some gameplay footage of mechs in the vlog, so if you want to see that, I really encourage you to go over to the Mech Arena official YouTube page and check out that video. I'm just putting up some screenshots here. I didn't really want to try to cut and paste some of their video and put it into mine. So it's some really cool stuff going on. Now, with that being said, let's talk about my concerns. So first and foremost, when I see these vlogs and they're doing updates, I expect also some updates about the current problems in the game. And I saw no mention at all about when the Disc Launcher 16 is coming out. No mention about the Missile Rack 12, which we saw kind of an Easter egg of, similarly to the Javelin 8. None of that has been mentioned. I actually think the Disc Launcher 16 will come out in an event crate rush, probably within a week or two. They've already done the other two. It's about time to get the other one out into the game. But what I was really, really disappointed at, and I went into this vlog fully expecting to hear mention of it, is absolutely nothing about clans. Not one peep, not one iota, one iota. I've also gone into our Discord chat with our rep from Plarium, and not only myself, but a couple others in there were asking about clans. Where is it? There's not really been very much update on that front either. I wanted to put this video out and hopefully be able to give you an update on clans. You know what? I'm just going to be blatantly honest. I think it was yesterday, Foggy put out a video saying that he wasn't sure if clans were even going to come. I'm starting to think that way too. Probably, excuse me, probably one of the most requested features in this game is to put in clans, and to see Plarium so quiet and so tight-lipped about it, I'm really disappointed. I was actually hoping that the next update that came out would have clans. Now, maybe that's why they didn't say anything. Maybe they wanted to be a surprise. Maybe it is coming in the next update. I hope it is. But one of the things I keep talking about Plarium is just be a little bit more transparent. Why can't you say what's planned for the next update? You don't necessarily have to say the update is going to happen on this specific day, because we know when trying to deal with Google and Apple and stuff, issues sometimes arise trying to get a new client update into the Play stores and have them coordinated and synchronized so that they both drop at the same time. I understand there's issues sometimes going around with that, and you might not be able to give an exact date. But why can't you just go ahead and say up front, this is where we're working towards for the next update. The next update, our plan is to have clans, or to have the battle pass, or to have something like that in. Like, why does every single update have to be, quote unquote, a surprise? It would go a long way to the community if Plarium would just start being a bit more transparent with what their plans are. They don't have to get into details of how things are going to operate. They don't have to, get in the nitty gritty of, this is what for instance, the battle pass is going to cost. This is what clans are going to all entail. They can leave some of that stuff for surprises, but it would be at least informational and advantageous. And actually, it would cause a lot of hype in the community saying, we have an update coming up probably sometime within this month. And guess what? You're going to get clans. And even if you had to delay a little bit because maybe with some technical issues, people wouldn't be upset because they know what's coming and they know what you're working towards, and they're excited to have that kind of an update. Anyways, so that was my disappointment when it came to this vlog. Now let's talk quickly. I know I'm getting a little bit late. I didn't want to talk this long. Let's quickly talk about my concerns about the Battle Pass. I don't want it to become War Robots crap. And what I'm talking about is when War Robots first introduced Battle Passes, it was absolutely fantastic. It was a huge value for the money if you decided to buy. Granted, when War Robots first came out, it was like 60-day Battle Pass. It was for, I think, $15. So $15 for 16 days. And if you ground out all the way to the end, you could get an entire mech. You could get something like 130 million silver. You get a whole wad of gold and power cells and components. You get a lot of, you get, usually a set of weapons, a complete set of weapons for the end mech as the last tier in your battle pass. Absolutely phenomenal value. But then what happened is almost every single battle pass after that, war robots reduced the value of it significantly. And then they went from not only reducing the value of it, but then they went from a 60-day pass down to a 30-day pass, down to a 20-day pass, down to a 10-day pass. And you have to pay for each one of these if you want the battle pass. So they basically supposedly increase the profit flow by 6 times, because now you're getting players to pay for 6 battle passes in that same time frame. You only did 1 for less value for the same amount of money. So, they really cut down the value of it, and we're trying to get players to actually fork over a heck of a lot more money for a lot less value. And then on top of that, within the last few months, they introduced having multiple battle passes running at the same time. So now you could have up to 5 battle passes running at once for like a 10 to 20 day cycle. And you're expecting to buy not expecting, but they want players to buy all 5 of them all the time. In the end, you're spending if you're doing all this stuff, you're probably spending over $100, $150 a month just on the battle passes, which is absolutely freaking insane. So I really hope Plarium just sticks with the concept of a 4-week battle pass and don't go down that route of war robots, because if you do, players will call bloody murder saying that you're copying war robots and they're not going to have anything to do with the game, and it's getting way, way too much pay to win. You've got to walk that fine line, Plarium, between pay to win and not ticking off the players. With that being said, one thing I really like about, for instance, the COD Mobile Battle Pass, it's $5. Don't go over the top here at Plarium and put out like a $20 battle pass if you're not going to give a huge amount of value for spending that kind of money. And the other thing about the COD Mobile Battle Pass is if you max out all the tiers, you don't ever have to buy a battle pass again. Because the way the COD Mobile one works is it costs you 560 CP, COD points is what they call them in COD of Mobile, to buy a battle pass. It's about $5 to get that many COD points. But if you're able to go through all 50 levels in your battle pass in COD Mobile, you will earn back your 560 COD points. So that means at the end of your battle pass, you've gotten your COD points available that you can use for the next battle pass. I've been playing COD Mobile now for probably maybe about a year and a half, and I bought the battle pass once, and I've never had to buy it again, and I've gotten it every single time because I have the COD points saved up for maxing out the battle pass every single month. So that'd be kind of nice if Plarium would do something like that. I don't think they will. COD Mobile is kind of a special beast. They make a lot of their money on skins. Mech Arena is kind of straddling that edge of trying to sell things for cosmetics, but as well trying to sell for resources. So in that kind of a mindset, I think they're going to... You're not going to be able to continuously earn the battle pass month after month by only spending it for it once. So I think every single month you're going to have to spend money for it, but I really would like it to see a low amount. A lower amount would actually entice players who maybe are just a casual spender to come in and buy it, instead of making it like $20, where the casual spenders would go, you know what, that's too much. I'm not spending $20 a month in a game. The big spenders would, but there is a thing in economics about cost and return. And if you lower the cost just enough to get the casual spenders buying it, and you have the value for it, and you have to have the value for it, then this game will be in a pretty decent state. Minus, of course, the other issues we have with AI and matchmaking, etc. But I'm looking forward to the Battle Pass. I'm being cautiously optimistic about it. I hope that they develop it and they price it appropriately for the vast majority of the players. So with that being said, I'm going to call it because I've talked way, way too much. But I just want to give you my ultimate initial impressions. And hopefully it is a sign of good things to come. I just I want Plarium to start really considering it being a little bit more transparent about their upcoming plans, excite the community, get everybody involved, and we can make this the best damn mobile game out there. I really think we can, but it will take effort, not only from us, but definitely from the Plarium side, to keep the community informed on a regular basis, and don't try to sweep things under the rug. So that being said, I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Until next time, cause some mayhem in the field for me.